G'day mate and welcome back to Capital Industry with me, Jetty. In our last episodes, we got titanium and aluminium up and running, and that means with those two products, we should be able to get into our space program. But there's one catch. That is, of course, I'm running out of sand. As you can see, the beach in front of us is slowly disappearing, and I don't have a lot of options left. So what we need to do today is we need to get more trains up and running. Yeah, it's going to be an episode all about trains, and I need to start mining quartz. So that's going to be today's plan. Also, hopefully at the same time, I can save up construction part or two, so I can actually afford to build a rocket silo. So what I need to do is I need to ask you, can I borrow a like? I just like to borrow a like. I like to borrow a like. The video, not happy with the video, didn't enjoy the video. Well, obviously I'm not going to tell you how you can make your trains ignore stops. All right, first thing I need to do is we have a long list of warnings here. Some of them are important, some of them not important. The fuel problem. Fuel problem has been an ongoing problem for quite some time, and we are trying to research our way out of the problem, except I have one big problem, and that is I cannot cut down on the vehicle fuel usage anymore without having a space program up and running. So that's a bit of an issue. We can still do ship fuel usage. We can still do train fuel usage. We can also do, well, like housing capacity and focus and, of course, maintenance output. We can do all these sorts of things. But, yeah, I can't get any more fuel saving until we get a space program up and running. So that's going to be a catch. We can also, well, one of the things I do want to do is I want to stop trucks driving all over the map and hopefully replace them with a couple of trains. The first one I want to do is bauxite. Bauxite, we have trucks coming over here, picking up the bauxite and driving them all the way over to the bauxite bucket. So what I've already done is I've already taken the liberty of putting in a belt which hooks back into our bauxite station. So all I need to do is add a couple of trains, and that's probably the first place we should stop. So trains wise, we have a train line already set up. It is go to the bauxite loading station, load up with bauxite, obviously, and then bring it to the unload station and then go back to the waiting station. Nice, simple, not complicated at all. My only problem is it's called line number 7. Now, a member of the community, one of the member of the community did put together a wonderful little web page which I'm going to show you right now, and it is available on my Discord server, and that is the Capital Industry Resource Colors. It's a simple web page. You download it yourself, and when you click bauxite, it copies to the clipboard exactly what you need, so I can put bauxite in there with the actual bauxite color. The colors are not 100%. I think the game actually adds that alpha color for the text, so they're the exact color they should be in the game, but I have a feeling that the text ends up being a little bit darker. Either way, it's a wonderful little feature, and I want to get trains running on this line. So we're going to go to our iron trains. We're going to copy one of them, and I'm going to put you on the bauxite line. Can I build one of them? All right, with that done, I want to go to my actual train thingamajiggy bob. I don't have any spare trains here. Good, because I need to have 6 of these guys. So because I've already pre-built the locomotives and the wagons, we can just copy this a few times till I end up with 6 of them. At the same time, another train I do want to get up and running is the rock trains. Okay, we have 2 trains, and they are going to go away. They're going to the rock loading for the multi-purpose station in the middle. We also have a separate one doing the coal rock station, and I also have one doing the bauxite. So I also need a train for this as well. So we're going to go trains. We're going to just duplicate that and set up a 3rd train. Okay, so that's the first thing I need to do. And next thing I want to mention is research. We did get another let of vehicle limit. So I actually have 280 vehicles available, and I'm only using 275. So I actually want to, can I right click? Does right click make it go any faster? No, not really. Can I remove titanium? Because we've done that. Can I remove the internet? Because we've done that. Can I remove aluminium? Because we've done that. Can I remove housing? Because we've done that. Can I remove arc furnace? Because we've done that. Excellent. And no, we haven't done superheated steam yet. Okay. All right. So what I want to do is I want to get a couple more vehicles done. I want to, F6. F6 is the vehicle management. I happen to have 51 diggy boys plus 2 little ones. So that's a total of 53. I'd like to even it out at about 55, even though I can't really afford the fuel to run them, but that's besides the point. So I'm going to get 2 more of these. That'll bring me up to 53 plus 2 being 55. Same time, I'm going to get 1, 2, 3 big tree harvesters, because as you can see, my wood reserves are not very good. So we're going to get those guys built. They will get to work as soon as we can get to them to work. But to do that, I need to also set up one other minor thing. That would help if it was built. I'm sure that was built previously. Those things you notice. Okay, I need to set up quartz. So over here, we have a giant quartz island. Yeah, it was not separated to the mainland. It's now attached to the mainland because I've done a little bit of filling in the meantime. most of the copper scraps have gone over there for quite some time. And our main line ends here. So what I want to do is I want to bring the main line out. I want to bring that way. I've already locked it to a radius of 30 and stop the, well, actually, first off, can I do just a little corner? If I do a little corner, thank you. If I do this and then I try to raise the track, as you can see, it needs to add a corner first, because if we start again, if I do that and then try and raise it, it says no, because it can't raise at that angle. It's at the 22.5 degree, I think it is, gradient, whatever, curve, and that stops you being able to raise and lower the track. So I want to come around the corner. I want to raise this up. I want to head in a straight line at max height, and I want to go. Can I press T? No, R. I want to go to this tile. Yep. Can I go to this? Nope. There we go. That tile. And then can I come to about here? Okay. Can I then put in 2 more curves? Can I come down the hill over to this point? Can I remove the shift? And I want to go to T to lock the angle. I want to go to that tile, and then I want to come right along the edge. Okay. That'll get the main line to there. Obviously, I need to attach the other half of the main line to this, and maybe we'll get lucky. Can I? No. Can I copy that without the ground? Can I copy? Oh, okay, maybe a bit too much. Can I copy that? Can I put that? Well, essentially right there. Okay, copy too much. Can I copy just that? I don't care if I copy the pipe because I can cancel the pipe really easily. Okay, can I bring this to here? It just needs to be parallel. Yeah, I don't care if we lose our spacing between our tracks, because it won't matter until I get to this point. At this point, I'll have my spacing back. So that's 1, 2, 3. You have a 4 tile gap in the middle. Please go there. Okay, can I confirm that's 1? And then that would be. Okay, can you go there? And can you go there? Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm 1 tile too many. Okay, can we get you moved? No, moved 1 tile this way. Actually, can I just put you there? That's what I meant to link you to. Okay, can I remove from here to here? And can I plug that into there? Okay. You are going the wrong way, so we just need to flip that so it aims the correct direction. Excellent. All right. And then can I bring this track from here through to here? Okay. Quartz. I need to mine quartz. I also need to have a train station for quartz. So 2 things I need to do. First off, I need to have a loading station plus a rock station plus all the stackers. So we're just going to copy that. Why? Because it's dead easy. And then I'm going to put this. Well, actually, I'm probably going to. Can I fit it without deleting things? I can fit it without deleting things. Okay. Can I fit it without deleting things? No, I'm going to have to delete some of that. Okay, can I remove... okay, can I slice that? And then can I remove all of that? Cool. Can I put this in hard against that pipe right about here, let's say. Okay, with that in place. I don't want any of this. In fact, I want this belt, which is the rock belt, to be flipped, the other flipped, that flipped, and then I want you to go from that direction. Same applies for sure, that whole thing can go away. Same applies for our rock, nope. Same applies for our quartz, which needs to go over here. Can I put you back over here? And can I also remove all those designations so we can actually see what the hell we're doing? That would be awesome. Okay, can I remove that, and all of that? All right. So this is going to be my station. All right, my station needs to have a few things. Obviously, I need to get back to the main line. So can I... We've just started the train moving, so I guess that's fine if we have a tight corner. I'm a little bit close to the rocks, but, you know, it is what it is. Can I bring you... well, here, and then... That track's going the wrong way. Okay, can I change direction, please? Okay, change direction. Thank you. Join that to there. Even better. Great. Can I grab my track now? And can I go up to there? That's a steep incline. I prefer not a steep incline. Can I cut you back? I think we go from here to here. Much better. Okay. So that's my raise up. That's my rock line connected back into the main line. I do have to get off the main line and down to there. What I'm going to do is we're going to come out. I'm going to press RT, doesn't really matter, to lock the direction. And then can I twist you like that? Can I get 2 of those? And then down, doesn't matter how quickly we come down. And then, unfortunately, trying to get a yellow, if I even try and lock you to a yellow, I can't get a yellow. Oh, I say I can't, and then one appears. Oh, okay. I'm moving to the right to then go to the left to then get out. Cool. Can I... All right, no, I need to have more gap. Okay. Can I come out? Can I lock you directionally? To... unlock that one. Okay, can I... That's going to slow you down too much. Okay. Can I... get 2 yellows? Okay, 2 yellows is going to slow down the train, but that's fine. After the train slowed down, I need you to go into there. But I want you to come down first. Yeah, which technically means we're going to get some of that speed back and then into there. And look, I honestly don't care. You're about to go into a train station and slow down and stop, so we'll call that done. All right, you are going to be not bauxite, you're going to be sand. So can I go back to this wonderful resource? Like I said, it's available on my Discord server. You can just go in there and download it. And of course, links to Discord are always down in the description. Can I call you sand? Actually, we're going to end up removing that. Okay, can I remove you? Can I plug you into there? Can I change you to no stopping, please? Thank you. And I need you to be sand loading hashtag 2, number 2. Cool. All right, you're going to be a rock loader, so I don't need to name you. I do need to bring the fuel line, because that's probably important, through to... You know what? Let's go into there. And then from there to... 5, please, into the fuel station. Okay. Can I get that rebuilt? And... Can we get that rebuilt? Can I get that built? Can I get that built? Can I get this station built? Because it's sort of important I have somewhere to actually load up. I don't need that built. And... That is facing the right way. Can I get that one built as well? And then can I get some train tracks built? So, this train track, 66 uni. This train track, 68 uni. This train track all the way around here. Well, it's the main line that's going nowhere. That one's 15 uni. That one's 15 uni. And this is 78 uni. Wow. Can I get... Oh. Can I get that piece done? Can I get that piece done? Can I get a little piece there done? And can I get that done? Okay. 51 uni left over. Okay, so that is step number 1. Step number 1 is a way to actually load, not bauxite. We're going to be loading sand. And can you tell all your friends about your sand problems? Okay, that's step number 1. Okay, step number 2 is large tree harvesters. Excellent. All right. Gives you also a chance at the same time to name a couple of YouTube members. First off, can I thank the wonderful Toman G for being a wonderful YouTube member and choosing to support the channel. Can I also thank Alexander Conway for also being a member and enjoying early access to the videos. Next one is Andre Yaroski. Yeah, Andre Yaroski. Thank you also for being a YouTube member. I can also, at the same time, we probably should be able to have 6 trains already. Awesome. Because I haven't had a chance to name some members for a while. So let's go here and let's name our first bauxite train. Just G. Excellent. Thank you, Just G, for being a YouTube member. Also, can we name Salty Blowfish? Yep. Okay. Not going to question anything. Can we also name the Ultimate Apple, who name came up randomly. Obviously, they should have waited until I went and built laptops. And can I also name... Jigs. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, well, you're gonna have just a normal apostrophe in there rather than one that takes up 2 lines. Thank you, Jigs, for also being a YouTube member. Can I also thank Raphael Rankin, and also I have a not me 123 who I believe already has a vehicle or a train, probably a vehicle running around in this map somewhere, but it's a not random name. Well, I randomly picked the name, so there's always a chance you can get it named twice in any particular series. All right, or even more. Okay, so back to this problem. Okay, so this is our train station in and done. I do need to have a ore sorter, which we're going to dump here, and that has dirt on the right. Okay, can I pick this up? Can I copy that with the tiles? Okay, can I have you? Can I flip you? So we're on this side. That way the ore's on this side. I want to be doing quartz, not iron, so we're going to delete that. We're going to set you to be quartz, quartz, and quartz. I do not want this to auto-assign products, because in theory there are no products it should be assigning. Can I get that built? Can I get, those upgraded? Can I get the tiles upgraded? Can I get the sorter upgraded or built? Can I get that done? I need to have 2 of you done, at least, and I sort of need to have those done for rock and dirt. Okay, that's our bare minimum. We at least have the sorter. I need to have you, which is currently called iron. We're gonna have to rename that. Can you go from here to here? And I want you to allow dumping a rock in this area. Okay, can I go back to the webpage and can I grab quartz? Perfect. All right, can we come to here? Can I call you, I want to remove all of that. Quartz, number 1. Cool, quartz number 1, mind control tower. And I'd actually like to put the, undo. Okay, I can't undo. Put the color, the close of the color at the end if possible, please. Thank you. All right, can I get a space in there? All right, so with our first quartz mind control tower, I need to have 2 diggy boys, 3, 4 trucks at least, but I also need to tell them to dig things. So we're going to use the level terrain command, and I want them to, well, level out the whole damn thing. Also, at the same time, if they get any rock, they can throw that overboard and, well, just throw it in the sea. And I'm actually probably going to be generous enough to say at the same time, you know what? You can also throw dirt in the sea at the same time. All right, so I have at least 1 port. I have 29 construction parts. Yep. Can I get both of those built? Actually, can I not get them built? Yeah, let's go with not getting them built, because quartz, I don't want to move quartz back to the city. What I really want to move back to the city is I want to move sand. It's a decision I made a long time ago that it's always easier if you turn all the quartz into sand on site, and then because it's always going to be sand, it means you can also just ship sand straight back to the town as well. So I need to have one of you that's going to convert 288 quartz into 288 quartz crushed. And then I need to have 3 guys turning quartz crushed into sand. Also need construction parts, which I still don't have. I can put you there and you there. Can I line you up, please? And then what I need to do is get a Mark III belt, which needs to take the crushed into there, and into there, and into there. And then sand out, and sand out. And because we now know this is going to produce exactly 288, I'm pretty sure I want 2 of them. So can I put you side by side? All right, I need to grab a lift. Can I have a lift here at height number 5? And then can I have another lift here also at height number 5? So I want to join these 2 together, plus I want to join these 2 together, because I'm going to need 2 belts out. I need to bring quartz into here, so can I put a balancer there? I'm going to go from here. Actually, can I go from here straight across and then down and then actually going to go into the far one. Stop one tile short. Can I cut the whole thing? Can I put you here? And then can I put your friend right beside you? Cool. Can I put you there? All right. So I need that connected to, hello, that. And then I need at least one of these built. So can I get you built, you built, you built, you built, the balancer built. I need quartz to go into here, and I need quartz to go in here. And then I guess we just enable one side. Sure. All right, next thing I want to do is I want to put both of them in lifts. So again, we're going to go up to height 5. Why does it say no? That's a flat lift. That'd be why. Okay, up to height 5, up to height 5, and then I want to feed them in here. And of course, the fuel line is exactly height 5 as well. So can I remove you? Can I rip you out? And then I'm going to go from here to... actually, we're going to go from here, out a couple of tiles, across to... no, I want to pay attention to where these land. Okay, can I put you here? Can I put you here, 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 there? And then can we go to that one and that tile, and then into there. Okay. And then if I copy that, it's going to be off by a tile, which is annoying as hell. Okay, can I put you here? Can I put you there? Can I put you here? Then in the corner, then that tile. I need to make sure I always have at least a 5-tile gap for a big truck to get through. So I want to be a little bit careful with how we're placing these. Okay, can I get that done and that done? And they'll then connect into that balancer. Assuming I have enough construction parts. It looks like I do. And at least then we can start picking up sand from here. Okay, so you are sand loading number 2. You're another rock loading. I need to get the rock loading up and running eventually. I, more importantly, probably need to reconnect the fuel pipe. Okay, can I get that done? And can we enable you and all of you? The other half I can get to eventually when I need it. I do want to have that belt done because they're at least cheap. And can I get that belt done? All right, so need to have that done, which means I need to have construction parts. I need you to be priority number 1. I need you to be priority number 2. You to be priority number 3. And then the last one can obviously be priority number 4. All right, on top of that, I need to actually get trains over here. So what I want to do is I want to go to the train line manager. I want to go to the sand line, and you are currently set to go to sand weight, being right here. Wait to be able to get in. Then I want you to go sand load, wait till you're full, and then go to sand unload, being this one, and wait till you're empty. This actually has 4 trains set up for it. I increased the limit just a little bit because I was always short of sand. Sand is one of those things you go through an awful lot of between copper smelting, which is why we're currently short of copper. Also why I'm short of electronics. Also why I'm short of electronics 2, because I'm short of electronics 1. Not helped by the fact that I'm still converting a whole lot of electronics 3 into servers as well. Because we put a whole lot of servers in the data centers last episode to make sure we had enough teraflops to build that mess. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to change this up. I do not want to, so I want to go to sand load. Sand load can support 1 train in the station plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other trains. So I'm going to set you to a train limit of 6. Okay, I have 8 trains on this line, which is a problem straight away, especially when I remove the sand waiting station. But what we're going to do is we're going to add a second station, and that second station is going to be the one we just built, being this one. And you are going to be sand loading number 2. We're going to be saying if you are full of a product, a specific product, sand, yes. It's just easier if it's set this way, so I know exactly what it's meant to be doing. And on this station, same story, I have the exact same stacker, so we're going to set a train limit here of 6. So trains can go to that station or this station. Either or, I don't really mind, but I can have no more than 6 trains here at a time. As you can see, train number 4 is already on its way over here to pick up, well, sand. All right, you are not the one that's meant to be built, but done. And hopefully you're the next one. And then hopefully we can actually have sand end up at the station. All right, I'm going to need to have the rest of this built, which means, again, construction parts. All right, whilst we wait for things to happen, I have a couple of other points I want to do. First thing I want to do is I want to make sure trains have right of way. What do I mean when I say that? So at the moment, we have our non-blocking sections. That means no train can park on any of these red lines. I want to allow trains to park on those red lines, at least if they're other way around. If they're separating. So if for whatever reason a train is parked here or a train is parked here, that's already a bad sign. It means there is some other problem further along. But what I do not want is I don't want trains, when they're approaching one of these spots where they're separating, that they have to wait for the train that's ahead of them to pass all the way through the tail of it, through here, before the next train can come through. I want them to be able to basically go bumper to bumper as much as possible. Also, these. I don't want trains to stop for a truck. No, trains have right of way. This, again, separating. I want to have a train, rather than having to wait for the other train to make it through the crossing and exit this little yellow section. No, you can, especially if the trains are going different directions, we want to have more train throughput. So any place they diverge is a spot where you can remove the non-blocking. On top of that, you can remove it in other places. Like these are two merging together. The chances of two trains ever coming through here and both of them entering this at the same time is about 0. The chance of a train blocking another train here, possible, very, very slim, but possible. So I've marked this one as non-blocking, i.e. the slag train can't stop here, if it will, but it can't, it's not allowed to. So what I actually want to do is I want to remove, every single train stoppy from each of these sections. No train stoppy, no train stoppy, no train stoppy, no train stoppy. Same time, I want to remove these ones. Now, am I going to update my blueprints to do this? No, because technically what the devs have is 100% correct. What I want to do is I want to have just a little bit more throughput, because this crossing in particular gets very, very busy with trucks. And I had situations where trains were parked here waiting for truck after truck after truck to drive through. No, not important. Trains have right of way. Trains are bigger, trains are moving more material, so I want them to go first, and if the trucks have to wait, the trucks have to wait. Can I remove that, and 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 that? Okay. Can I also remove that one, that one, that one, that one? I have removed all these on my stream series, and I'm yet to have 2 trains. Actually, I think once I had 2 trains enter this section at the same time, and they both sort of like, nope, we're going to climb the other one, and stopped. And nobody went anywhere. It was a little bit frustrating, but for the increased throughput and the chances that I think it will never happen, I'm going to do exactly what I said and put in a whole lot of trains are allowed to park in this area. Same as this. Obviously, trains are not going to run into one another. We know that. But also, I don't want them to allow extra time for the tail of the other train to get all the way through the intersection before it starts rolling again. Well, the other train that's been waiting starts rolling again. I want them moving as fast as possible. I do need to have... That has it. Cool. I do need that removed, that removed, that removed, that removed, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, there, and there. Okay, just a little bit more throughput. All right, water resource is getting low, so that's all the way over here. I want to have you turned off, and can I copy that setting to all of those? Can I pause one of them? Because yes, I'm trying to stress out the amount of water we're getting from this one. All right, on to the next one. So this is still a problem, definitely. Why can't that be accessed? Oh, okay, I see your problem. Can I just put in a second bridge? There you go, solved. Okay, I do have that big problem. That is going to fill up eventually. I need to process it before it fills up. But I have another problem, and that is all over here. All over here, we are mining uranium directly out of the ground, which is great. The catch is I have trucks picking it up from here and driving it literally all the way across the map to this bucket, because this bucket has an allowance to have uranium come in locally rather than me, mining it with uni. Because, of course, we have... Actually, I've turned it off. I've turned off the uranium mine, have I? Yes, I've turned off the uranium mine in favor of having alert if you get too low. So I do have trucks driving all the way across the map with uranium, which is not helping with my fuel problem. So what I want to do is have more tree saplings. And also potentially more water, but we'll get to that problem when we get to that problem. Okay, what I want to do is I want to extend the train line out here. We have the main line ending here, and I have uranium over here. Obviously, I need to have a train station set up for uranium to, well, load uranium onto a train and then ship it back to base. So again, we're going to come to this. I'm going to copy this because this is essentially what I need. And can I put this... Yeah, cool. Can we then chop off the bits I don't need? So I don't need that part. I don't need that part. I don't need that part. And I do need you to probably spin around. So can I put you, say, here? All right. I don't know exactly where you're going to go, but I do have some sort of idea. All right. First thing I want to do is I need train tracks. So I'm going to plug you into you. I'm going to plug you into you. Excellent. Can I plug you into you? Because I put in the curves in advance because I know what curves I need to hit. Well, I hope to hit. Can I have you raised to height number 6 and head straight through here to ground level? Oh, you came up too high. Okay, can we go back a little bit? I want you to go to there. Perfect. I can't put a less steep incline on that because there's just too much of a height difference. So we're going to have a steep incline there. Like I said, it's not what I can do. I want to bring you through to height number 6, please. Technically, I need you to come to here first. Then height number 6. That way the pillars should match with one another. Very close. Very, very close. Can I put you there? And okay, they don't match at all. Whatever. Can I bring you down? And I'm off by tile. Aha! Okay. Can I cut you? Can I move you to there? Excellent. Can you go to there? Can you come to here? And now the pillars line up. Can I put pillar? Okay, pillars are going to stop lining up. That's fine. And then can I come to here? Perfect. Can we go to that point? All right. From here, I need to go to this corner, and I don't think I can get there without some zigzags. This is mostly temporary for a couple of reasons. The first one being that I'm actually currently building directly over a coal patch. Can I bring you to here and there? Okay. Yes, this is a giant coal patch. I do want to have the train track come through here instead, but I sort of need some sort of digging crew to burrow its way through the mountain. Special ops main team. Okay, special ops. Special ops are out here. Special ops have done a few things. First thing is they've been out here with the what are they called? The FART team, the Fast Action Response Team. Yes, they've been out here digging their way through this mountain, which means I now have access to this plateau. Also means I want to move them over here so they can start digging their way up to this plateau so I can access the last plateau. And they've also been adding a little bit of material around this island. This island is pure gold, which means it's probably going to be important, and I'm probably going to want to mine the crap out of it. And as for the Fast Action Response Team, can you guys just do this and this? Just have a little bit more material to throw in there. Can you also do that? Okay. Can I go to right there, because that's close. You've already run out of water, so can I pause you? And can we come back to this problem? All right, this problem. I have an awful lot of trees over here. And now, more importantly, I have access. So can I build those? And can I send a tree harvester or 2 out here to solve a problem or 3? I.e. the forest. I want it all gone. All of it. Yep, that. All of that too. Probably not those ones because I think they're going to be a little bit too high for you to reach. But just now, so can I have the tree team come out here and harvest this? Same time, if you get to a single tree on the gold island, can you also shave those and these? These are all set to empty. Empty and take the wood where it's meant to go, except they, after they're built, get changed to pass material through. I don't want to pass material through. I want it all gone and sent back home via normal trucks, not the actual tree harvesting truck. Okay, truck is stuck. Yes, congratulations, you are definitely stuck. All right, can I go here, actually? 1970, Wow. Okay, well, there goes all my uni for half a track. Can I get the other one? Can we get you to also come through here, work to me, and then up to here, and then okay, more maintenance, I'll take that. Okay, block you, so not there, not there. The answer is here. Okay, I prefer it if I can make that corner just a little bit nicer. Can I have you go there, you go here. Can I remove that section? And can we have you go from here to here? Much better. Okay, so first thing I want to do out here is I need to plug this into that somehow. So we're going to put you... Let's go with here. Okay, can I have this be a straight line? I have this join into that. Yep, that'll do. That's nice. I like that. Okay, can I have that join to that? Can I then pick this back up and put it somewhere? Can I go grab a crossing, please? Thank you. Can I put the crossing attached? I definitely can't attach to that. Okay, can I put the crossing, say, here? All right, can I bring train tracks into eventual crossing? Thank you. Can I move you down a tile? And can I build the other train tracks to here? Okay. I then want that to line up with that, which is off by tiles. Okay, now I can't see what tile it was. That's always the problem. That looks straight, I hope. Can we go from here to here? Perfect. And then I want to go from here to here. It doesn't matter too much about this. The stations are very, very permanent. The track to get here, not so much. Okay, can I get that built? Can I get that crossing built? No, I don't have enough uni. Okay, we got it mostly built. The problem is it is so far away from everything that it's going to take ages for a truck to get out here to actually place the stuff. All right, can I remove the fuel line and the fuel line? All right, I already have fuel out here, which is great because I'm going to be branching off that. Can I go to here, here? Okay, I blocked something somehow. Here, 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 and then into that. I have you shortcutted to... Yeah, I know. You don't want to touch yourself. It's fine. I'm about to delete the rest of it, so you won't be touching yourself. Okay, can I remove that? Can I remove? Thank you. Alright, so can I get fuel built? Can I get fuel built? Can I get fuel built? And can I get that side? No, I can't. Okay. Can I recover you? Okay, 0.4 uni, and I have none. Alright, okay, so you guys are saying you can't be accessed because... I'm not sure why. Alright, can I get a big truck? Show me your navigation. So you can drive all the way through here, you can drive all the way through here. You can't drive through that little section there. Okay, I need to fix that. So can I remove... actually, can I just move outright? That makes sense. Okay, can I come from here to here? To there. If I do that and remove that and then plug you into there, then can I get my truck and see my navigation? And it still says no. Really? Okay, I need you to check this. Does it actually say no? It actually says no. Wow. So what I really needed was one extra tile that I didn't allow for. If you slide one more tile that way, you now cross. Okay, I need to borrow this team to flatten that. Cool. Can I get you guys to just pop over here for 2 seconds so the trucks can actually get in? Can you come to... Yep. Thank you. All right, so I need to get this station up and running as well. You are going to be not sand loading. We're going to again go to here. We're going to say uranium ore. And can I put that in there? Okay. Uranium ore loading number 1, obviously. All right. Well, uranium ore loading outright. There's not going to be a number 2. Okay. So I didn't have that done. I also need... I don't have the waiting station. Do I need the waiting station? I sort of want the waiting station back. Okay. Can we do... buildings? Can I get a train station? Can I pop you back in here? You're going to be the uranium ore waiting. And I really don't want to have vehicles come build any of this. Okay, what can I do about you? We are spending an awful lot on research. So can I take that back? Actually, can I just take that to 0 for right now? So I have uni right now. You have uranium, which you'd like to deliver, but you can't get out. Cool. Can I... No, it's on its way. All right. I should have that up and running shortly. I don't need to pick up rock from here because we're just dumping it around the giant limestone island. So that shouldn't be an issue. You are stuck. What are you guys to recover? 0.2. Bugger it. I'm going to pay for it. That way we end up on the other side of the map where uranium has to be dropped off anyway. Okay. This is done. This is done. Fuel is flowing. You guys are not built, so it's not getting me very far. And that's been built. Okay. Can I... It's 9:15. I can't afford it anytime soon. No. Can I enable that? Can I enable that? Can I enable the straight through part? Can I get the waiting station built? Can I get that part built, I guess? That part built. That part built. Can I get... Well, you are parts, so maybe you're a different price. Nope. Very, very quickly, not enough uni. Okay, you are going to be, not you, sand, you're going to be uranium. I want you to load uranium, yes please, and tell all your friends. Okay, so, ore's going to come in for the right, so I don't need that, and I don't need that. I do need to have, cut please, can I have all of those? Can I flip them, thank you, and can I put those there? And the rock loading, same story. We'll take that and flip it because at some stage in the future I will need to pick up rock from here. Okay, I need to have a U-shaped lift here, height number 5, thank you. Can I get a conveyor there and there, and you we're just going to bring over the train tracks and then directly into that sorter. Okay, can I get okay, can I get station built? Can I get that train track built? Can I get that train track built? That train track built. Okay, that sort of ran my course. Can I get the belts and the other things done? Can I get the station done? Yep, definitely out of uni, but we're making progress. Can I also get that done? All right. So again, uranium. Can I go to train stations or train line? Can I? Nope. Add a line. We're going to be calling you uranium ore. You can be very, very green, I think. We're going to add line color. Can I have you be uranium ore? And add stop. I want you to go to the loading station. You're set to 6 trains, which means I guess I can skip the waiting station. Yeah, I could. Not going to, but I could. Can I wrong button. Can you go here? Can you also go here? I need the other stop in the middle. Can I have full of product being uranium? And then I need an unload station. And this is where we now have an exit. This is where I need to go and build an unload station. Okay, can I put you back over there so you guys can get back to mining? And therefore I need to have an unload station. Now, unload station needs to come over here with the rest of our unloads. Also, potentially, I need to increase the stacker again. If there's any way, possibly it's not really a way to do it. Maybe there's a way to do it. Probably not. But what I need to do is, first things first, I need to have 5 tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tiles. I need to have 5 tiles through here for the large vehicles. So I need to have this train track, which needs to come from here to I don't know, there looks good, and then head up. After you've headed up, can you go in a straight line and then go to about here and then merge into that? Go a little bit more straight. No, okay, a little bit less straight. One at a time. Really? Oh, there you go. Okay. also need you to come. I'm going to need a sharper turn. Oh, actually, no. I can start the corner further back. Okay, can we have you? Okay, can I put down, please? Okay, put down the piece of train track. Right, cut the piece of train track, then put it where I damn well want it, which is here. Okay, can I have you? I'm pretty sure I still have 5 tiles in here for a mega truck to get through, but the only way to find out is find me a mega truck. You. Carrying uranium. Okay, so no, I'm short that one's up. Can I have you go? Actually, I don't. Okay, so the only fix for that would be put you here, and therefore put you here. Okay, can I find you? You. In navigation. No, I need another tile. Okay, that's our tiles. Alright, so that gets me to here. From here, I can then also bring it further this way if I want, which I'm probably going to have to because I need to wait for you because I don't really have a choice. And then remove a whole bunch of designations, have that. And I need to put in 2 more stations. I need to put in 1 for uranium and 1 for yet another future project product. But what I need to do is, with a few more stations put in, sand now sorted, construction parts 1.9k slowly building up, I need to leave this episode here. We need to come back for the next episode and hopefully, well, I'll have this done because I will have had enough uni to actually get it done. And well, yeah, we'll have enough uni to get this done. That means I have uranium here, which means again saving more fuel on less trucks driving back and forth across the whole damn map, and also at the same time means we can hopefully get into actual rockets because yes, the 1.2k parts, yeah, 300 parts. I need 1.5 just to get the ball rolling, and we're gonna need a lot more than that. Anyway, well, like I said, what I need to do is I need to leave this video here. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed this little dive into train mayhem, and I will see you in the very next video.